Blacklist Hunter here, and today we're going to talk about Machi and why in reality she is on that next level. She has one of the most versatile abilities in Hunter x Hunter, and Machi is a character that goes unnoticed, but her strength and capacity as an end user is at the genius stage. What's impressive is that even the magician Hisoka, who we know has high standards, thinks highly of Machi and her Nen skills. Machi was introduced since the Heaven's Arena arc after Hisoka finished off Castro, and here we saw Machi display tremendous Nen skill by reattaching Hisoka's arms using her Nen ability called Nen Stitches. What's remarkable and what actually stands out is not just the ability itself, which is outstanding, as being able to reattach cut limbs is certainly incredible, but the speed and the perfect execution in mere seconds, which adds to Machi's proficiency in Nen. Even Hisoka praised her, and to be frank, even she praised Hisoka when he used Texture Surprise. Machi was impressed by the sheer speed in which Hisoka executes his moves, which is so fast that can fool a Nen master. Machi also thinks about Hisoka and deduces that the magician never speaks or thinks about the past, and that Hisoka believes himself to be the strongest. And just like Hisoka, Machi is a transmuter who can change the properties of her aura into strings. So Machi is basically deceitful, a liar, and whimsical if we apply Hisoka's Nen personality test. Machi always has a poker face on, and she is cold and never has displayed any real emotion, not until Hisoka's resurrection and his threat to the spiders in the manga. Machi was a founding member of the Phantom Troop, part of the group of friends from the forgotten Meteor City. Machi cared a lot for her friends, especially Chrollo. She had admiration for Chrollo since they were kids, and frankly I believe she does in fact have feelings beyond that of a friendship for Chrollo. I believe she actually loves Chrollo. It is her sad past that has made Machi beyond ruthless and frankly a cold-blooded murderer. In the Yorknew City arc, Machi has displayed many feats, such as ending many mafia members with her Nen strings, using them as puppets by manipulating them, or straight up cutting them in close combat. She is very wary of her surroundings, and thus she could tell she and Nobunaga were being watched and followed by Gon and Killua, which shows what tremendous skills she has. Furthermore, she defeated Shadow Beast members easily and instantly put a threat on Uvogin after Kurapika captured him, so she could keep track of Uvogin's location. Machi definitely is very smart, intelligent, strong. She has a lot of confidence in her abilities. Killua even tried to stab her with all his strength in the stomach, and she contracted her muscles so much that Killua couldn't even injure her, and all that happened while it was total darkness. We know that Machi is stronger than even Chrollo in physical strength, but she prefers to fight by using strings. However, I think she can keep up with most average enhancers in combat, as her proficiency in that category is quite high. Machi was able to see aura as a child without even knowing Nen, just like Hisoka in his backstory. Speaking of Hisoka, there is this scene in the manga which I like, Yorknew City, where Hisoka lights up the cigar of a mafia member and Machi completely hungs him with the strings instantly. Machi was against things for going after Pakunoda to Kurapika, fearing that Chrollo might get killed in the process, while she was confident enough to fight against Phaeton and Finks just so the spider leader could survive. Machi is seriously incredibly strong. Most Nen users would get destroyed unless they are at the high level or at the genius category. The average blacklist hunter is not beating Machi at all. If Machi has a bounty on her head and a blacklist hunter tries to kill her, he is getting killed. No chance at all. When Machi was asked by Hisoka of what she would do if he kills Chrollo, Machi threatened Hisoka by saying that she would chase him to the end of the world and kill him. And her threats are not baseless because she believes in her strength. She is strong and quite skilled in actual combat, which was increased at the high levels by years of experience against capable Nen users. Several characters, in my own opinion, that have been introduced in the Succession arc in the manga have no chance against Machi. Her Nen ability Stitches is so incredible. Not only only the threads are very hard like iron, but also very powerful and they cannot be cut that easily. The strength of these threads that Machi transmutes depends on the length. For example, if the thread is too long, it becomes weak, but if it's a meters or too long, it's extremely durable and able to lift hundreds of kilograms. Machi can cut people with those threads instantly. She can use them as traps to restrain people, making it extremely difficult to escape. It's a really tremendous and efficient ability in many ways. You can use it for many purposes and actually it's extremely deadly to deal with. Machi's Nen proficiency is at the highest levels, so basically she is a talent just like Hisoka was, a natural born talent. After the Crawler vs Hisoka fight, even though Machi acted like she didn't care at all for Hisoka, she still wanted to fix his body up a little, making Shalnark state that she's a nice person deep down. So Machi does have feelings deep down, but she doesn't show them. And now, after Hisoka came back to life and trapped her into bungee gum, we saw a side of Machi that we hadn't witnessed before. She became extremely angry and threatened to kill Hisoka. After Hisoka went after Shalnark and Kortopi, Machi is now fixated in destroying Hisoka once and for all. She wants revenge. I think if you destroy a whole clan like the Kurta clan, which Machi took part in, you might think that someday your own group might get in trouble and as a consequence get ended by a more powerful individual such as Hisoka. Hisoka did what he did. Machi is a threat and quite capable, a talent in many areas of Nen. She knows the advanced applications of Nen and applies them without any effort. I believe even a veteran fighter like Knuckle will struggle against Machi. Not only Machi is a talented transmuter, she is also capable in enhancement, which is really crucial if you think about it. A highly intelligent character which even Crawler trusts her skills and intuition. Machi all in all is an incredible character slept on, and I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoy these types of videos, consider subscribing. Let's reach that 100,000 subscriber mark and I'll see you in the next Hunter x Hunter video.